Greetings and salutations. I'm Andres from the Bronx, the borough with the definite article, the. Remember, we don't say I'm from the Manhattan, the Queens, the Yonkers. No, we say I am from the Bronx. Thank you very much for tuning in today. It's been a long time since I haven't done a video, since my last video. I'm very sorry. I've been very busy teaching people how to heal themselves from their diseases. By the way, if you're sick, very sick, visit my website, NutriWarriors.org. That's one of the reasons why I had no time to record apologetics videos. And most of you know who I am. I do a lot of apologetics videos against the Watchtower and Bible Tract Society, the Jehovah's Witnesses organization. I've been very busy with a lot of sick clients. My apologies, but I have no time to make video. I don't even have time to breathe. That's how busy I am. However, I did, excuse me, I didn't shave, so I'm going to have a little an itchy face. I had a little time to record this quick video. I left this day blank on my calendar to record just this video. I'm going to try and be quick. I doubt it. I have about 29 bullet points I have to cover. Actually, 32 bullet points. Plus, I tend to rant and go on a tantrum a lot. So this video is gonna be a little long. It's gonna be a little long. Don't worry, I'm gonna entertain you. I am going to entertain you folks. Some of you are going to laugh at this, at some of the things in this video, and some of you will not think it's humorous. My apologies for the glare in the background and also above my head. I have a cheap recording software. I don't record a lot of videos, as I stated. So I'm going, I don't want to spend a lot of money on a computer and recording software since I don't record a lot of videos. Hewlett Packard will have to do this cheap Hewlett Packard and the video software that came with it. Very sorry. Plus, it's going to look a little grainy. I don't have a high definition motherboard or whatever you call a video card, so it's going to look a little grainy. Very sorry. And the voice also is going to sound a little muffled. So sorry. Very sorry about that. Also, I'm very sorry that I'm not going to be looking at the camera directly. One video I recorded a while back, the software just stopped recording, just like that. So I'm going to be looking at the bottom of the screen to make sure that the software is still recording. So my sincere apologies if I don't look at you directly or at the camera. So sorry. So this is not going to be your typical video. I usually, like I said, I make video against the theology of the Watchtower and Bible Tract Society of Jehovah's Witnesses. This video is totally different. The subjects I will be covering are making a lot of noise in the social media universe. Today, I will discuss the Pride Day parade that recently occurred here in New York City, Hollywood woke movies that is getting people very angry online, Gillette's woke commercial, and a few miscellaneous topics. Sit down and get some popcorn. Sit down and be entertained. Sit down. Just recently, I saw something on social media that disturbed me immensely. Big time. Disturbed me big time. There are a few photos of the Pride Day parade circulating in the social media realm, the social media universe. Not only did it disturb me, but it offended even non-Christian communities and even the LGBT community members as well. Wow, these photos offended a lot of people online. What is it that disturbed many on social media? What is in these photos? I'm going to display for 2 seconds a few photos that were taken during the Pride Day event. The photos is in a collage, so you can use the pause button if you didn't catch some of those images. I gotta warn you, it's disturbing. Well, maybe it's not disturbing for some of you. Everyone is different. Take a look. What you just saw was one photo of a poster of Christ the Lord wearing women's undergarments, something that looked like panty and some sort of bra that exposes his chest. Nevertheless, whether it was a bikini, a panty, Christ the Lord was dressed in women's garment. They are classified as women's garments because I don't see panties being sold in men's clothing store, or women bikinis, or women bathing suits. So they're classified as women's garments. You also saw some gay men doing sexual provocative gestures with each other. Also, men kissing passionately a statue of Christ on the lips. My first question I would like to address: if gay men are attracted to the same sex, why are you dressing Christ the Lord like a woman? Why not dress him in men's underwear? Make him look buff with lots of muscles and make him look masculine. If you're attracted to the same sex, I don't understand why you would dress Christ like a woman. I thought gay meant gay. You know, attraction to the same sex. Are you gay or are you straight? In other words, are you a homosexual or a heterosexual? This is very confusing. You need to redefine the term gay and homosexual, because I'm very confused and others are too. Others are very confused at this. It looks like you're attracted to the opposite sex, and that is abnormal behavior from a gay perspective. This is abnormal gay behavior. Again, not only did this offend the Christian community, but it also offended the non-Christian community, the LGBT community, even atheists. You got to read some of the comments on social media. We don't condone this behavior, okay? Even the atheists said that. That was their quote on one of the comments that they posted. We don't condone this behavior, okay? Is this going to start a social war in this country, America? Will this type of behavior, call it lewd, vulgar, will this public behavior lead to certain social laws that will soon be in place in America? Stand by. I'll get to that in a few. Stick around. You're going to love the social laws I'm going to propose to you. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. How come these individuals do not dress up Buddha in women's garments or erect a statue of Buddha in women's panties? How about putting on women's garments on a Dalai Lama statue? Put some women's garments on the Dalai Lama statue. How about dressing up Mary, the mother of Christ, like a transsexual? No, that would be offensive to the Buddhists and the Catholics. We don't want to offend them, but let's do it to the Christian faith. That's okay, because those Christians are the wackos. They're a bunch of freaks. It's normal to offend the Christian community. How come they don't do these atrocities to other faiths, as I mentioned? You know why they don't do it? You know why? because those religious organizations are powerful and they can sue your ass. Okay, and they can sue the organization that represents the parade or the sponsors or whoever's responsible for the gay pride parade. I forgot. You don't call it the gay pride parade. You call it the Pride Day parade. You don't want that bad publicity, right? So you're not going to offend other religion, but you will offend the Christian faith. Hey, listen up. Listen up. These individuals love to talk about equality, dignity. They fight against discrimination in the workplace. And yet, for some reason, they believe it's okay to publicly offend a particular group. It's okay to offend others, but don't offend us. Okay? That's bad. If you want equality and you proudly preach equality, that's your agenda, you preach equality, then offend equally other faiths as well. I'm not promoting that, but you should offend other faiths equally as well. Offend the other religions. Come on, I dare you. I dare you to offend a Buddhist or a Muslim, the Muslim faith or the Buddhist faith. Jesus said it best in Matthew 23. Hypocrites! If he was here today, that's what he would say. Hypocrites! If you really believe in equality, then offend other religions too. I don't see any other social groups or religious groups doing these atrocities. Do you see Muslims painting Jesus in panties or some kind of women's clothing, or Buddhists behaving this way in public? I don't see that. I don't see this. Now, whoever was responsible for this depiction of Christ in those photos and sexual perversities and in public, the LGBT community is in major trouble. You know why I say this? Listen up. Your LGBT organization will be labeled as extremists. Your philosophy is probably teaching ideological teaching that is probably causing this behavior in public. Okay, it doesn't matter if these gay men are members of the LGBT or not. Doesn't matter. Society has a tendency to think a certain manner. They have a way to thinking of certain. For example, LGBT equals gay, equals bad public behavior in society. So therefore, the LGBT organization is bad. This is how society thinks. Here's another example. Violent movies, right? Violent movies equals violent behavior in society. So therefore, violent movies are bad. You see that? You heard that logic before, right? Some of you believe that, right? So now it's happening to your organization because of this acts that they're putting. Okay, these despicable acts pissed off a lot of people. Just read the comments on Twitter, on Facebook. Listen up, LGBT organizations, if you're watching. These people are the people you represent. You represent these people. Remember how society thinks. LGBT equals gay, and therefore this despicable behavior came from the LGBT community. You need to address this to your people. This is unacceptable public behavior. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of your own people? These are your people. Talk to them. They're gonna need some kind of sensitivity training. Okay, you know how we have sensitivity training, sexual harassment training in corporations for their employees. Their employees have to take these sensitivity classes. You need to incorporate these trainings in your LGBT organizations and offer it in your community. I visited your website and you do not offer sensitivity training. You need to start offering these programs to your community. This is a major social problem, and it's going to get worse if nothing is done about it. What if these individuals decided to do this at a 4th of July parade? Or maybe in a Thanksgiving Day parade or a Disney parade in Florida or in California? Okay, as they say in the Bronx, and don't get offended, as they say in the Bronx, y'all need to put your people in check. Period. You got to put your people in check. No other social groups or people are acting this way in public. Is this what the Pride Day parade is all about? Okay, offending society? Is that the goal of the Pride Day parade? I thought the Pride Day was about dignity, respect, equality, and then you wonder why there is hate crime against the gay community. You're pissing people off. You need sensitivity training. Apparently, somehow these people in the photos are not aware that we live in a culture where you can easily offend people. You can't even use a certain gender pronoun without offending someone. And now this? Okay, I simply ask you, are you insane? I'm not saying you're insane. I'm just asking, and I repeat the question, are you insane? We live in a sensitivity culture, a sensitive culture, and you have to learn how to behave in this sensitive culture. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful how you conduct yourselves. My goodness, just recently, I saw a person was returning a video game at a game store. The person was waiting online for a while, and the employee said, "I'm sorry, sir, I have to take care of these customers first. I'll only be a moment." Oh my goodness! Did it escalate? Okay, it's not sir, it's ma'am. Oh my Lord in heaven. I thought this ma'am was going to shoot the employee for addressing him as sir. That's all that's left, folks. Okay? What? You call me sir? Pow! That's all that's left. Killing people for addressing them using the incorrect pronoun. That's how crazy society is getting. Okay? I have a solution for this. I have a solution for these pronouns, the he, she, ma'am, the sir problem, the it, he. There's so many pronouns I can't even pronounce some of them. It's like, holy crap, how many pronouns are there? I got a solution for this. This is easy. This is you're gonna love this. Go to a tattoo parlor, okay? Everybody on the planet. This is not just for the gay community. Everybody in the planet, go to a tattoo parlor and tattoo on your forehead how you want to be addressed, how you want society to address you. Tattoo on your forehead, I'm a ma'am, or I'm a sir. I'm a sir. Don't you dare call me ma'am. I'm a sir. Tell us how you want to be addressed. Tell us how society should address you. Okay, I'm not being facetious. I'm being serious. Okay, you don't like tattoos? You don't like putting a tattoo on your forehead or anywhere in the part? Wear a shirt. Wear a shirt saying, I'm a sir. I'm a frog. I'm a dinosaur. There's so many genders out there. It's crazy, man. Okay, your children too. Because apparently you can't address a child in this manner. Hey, little man, what's up, little man? He's not a male. When he is older, he will decide his gender. Wow, man. My thing is like, why are you using then the pronoun, right? He's not a male. He would decide his gender. His? Come on, man. Man? Wow, man. This is a crazy generation, man. Let me tell you. How can we fix this social problem? And this is a big problem, because it's going to explode into a war, man. A social war is coming, man. I can see altercations in the street. Don't you call me sir. Don't you call me ma'am. I can see the fights. Okay, I see them coming. Um, what's the solution? Okay, how can we fix this? How can we fix this problem? Well, besides repenting this provocative behavior and saving your soul, which is easy, that's the easy way God planned for the world by giving his son to mankind. I'm going to give you a secular solution since you will not accept the real Savior as the solution. We must go to a secular solution now. Okay? We need new social laws on the books. Since people do not want to follow God's law and his principle, let's go with the secular laws. Perhaps it will work. Never know. It may work. God's laws and his principles are not working in society. So now we got to go secular. We got to do a secular thing here. I propose a PCC law. Now, what the heck is a PCCL law? Excuse me, PCCL. What the heck is a PCCL law? Hear me out for a few seconds, for a few minutes. Hear me out. Many of you are gonna like it, especially the religions. The religions are not gonna like this. Many religions are not gonna like this, but some people will do like this. Tough. If you don't like it, if you don't, because we tried religion, we tried God's way, it didn't work. So now we got to go secular. We got to go secular. Some people are going to love this. They're going to love it. I guarantee you. The majority of people are going to love this. The public code of conduct is to maintain order and the proper behavior, the proper way to behave in society, or public, if you will, by all genders. Okay, this includes, but not limited to, females, males, dinosaurs. If you believe you're a dinosaur, fine, you got to follow this PCCL code. Okay, everyone on the planet has to follow this public code of conduct. So what is it? Okay, here's the first one. Okay, here's the first PCCL. Because we have so many confusing pronouns, and if you address someone improperly, it can cause havoc. Okay, we have a lot of pronouns in the street, and if you use the wrong pronoun, it can cause a riot. Okay, there's so many pronouns out there. I can't keep up with these pronouns. He, she, he, her, woman, etc., etc. Too confusing and too many pronouns. Society must use only one pronoun, and that pronoun is you. Okay? That's it. You. You is neither male gender or female gender. So it shouldn't offend anybody. You, see, you can't offend anybody with the word you. We use it all the time. We use it. Here's how it works. You work at Starbucks as a barista, and a customer walks in. This is the legal way to greet them. Good morning, you. Good afternoon, you. Hey, you. What's happening? Some of you are already doing it. I hear people saying, hey, you. I'm at Starbucks all the time. I see it all the time in Starbucks. Hey, you. It's also perfect when you forget someone's name. You know how some people can get offended if you forget their names. If you forget their name, hey, you. See? Perfect. This works for your pets as well. For your doggy. Come here, you. Come here, you. Okay? See? The doggy came to you. See? Because you used the proper pronoun. You. The dog wasn't offended. Okay? You cannot say, come here, boy. Come here, boy. You can't say that. Whoa, that's offensive. You boy, your dog is going to get pissed. I'm not a boy. I'm a ma'am. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, you. I'm sorry, you. Come here, you. Come here, you. Who's a cute little doggy? I'm not a dog. I'm a frog. All these pronouns, all the other pronouns are against the PCCL law. You got to get rid of them. They're banned. You can't use he, she, he, they, he, whatever, ma'am, her. Can't use that. Whatever these pronouns are, you is the legal and the only pronoun that can be used in public and in society. A ring announcer, okay, a ring announcer cannot say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madison Square Garden. What? That is offensive and against the PCCL social law. You have to say it this way. Welcome you to Madison Square Garden. That's how you say it. You got that? You got that? Thank you very much. See, it even worked for Brie Larson. Okay, it's the perfect pronoun. I'm trying to keep a straight face here, man. I'm trying to keep it straight. This is difficult to try and keep a straight face. The next code of conduct, all genders, and I mean all genders, must wear full clothing in public, including beaches, recreational parks, anywhere in public, full clothing. All body parts must be covered. The only body part that can be exposed are your hands. Your toes have to be covered. Your legs have to be covered. Your arms have to be covered. Every body part has to be covered. The only body part that do not require covering is your hands and your head too. You don't have to cover your head. Okay? Gentlemen. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Biological men. Oh, wait. I can't use that either. That term can't be used either. People with testicles. I'm going to call you the testicle people. Is that offensive to you? Okay, freak that. Gentlemen, you got to wear a shirt at all times, even at the beach, park, public pools, etc., etc. It is unfair for women who are not allowed to do this. Women cannot be topless. You got to wear a shirt. We all have to be equal. What are those buzzwords that people use today? Inclusivity, equality. That's a big one, equality. Okay? Plus, gentlemen, you are turning on some women and men when you don't wear a shirt in public, especially you men that have a lot of muscle. Ooh-wee! Look at the muscles. You got to wear a shirt. Everywhere, and quite frankly, I'm a little offended when you men don't wear a shirt and you're walking all over my neighborhood without a shirt. You show off your muscles, your biceps, your triceps, your six-pack. I don't have that. Neither do millions of men on this planet. You're offending us, men. Wear a t-shirt, gosh darn it. No tank tops either. Full sleeve shirts, long sleeves. You can't wear tank tops. Tank tops are prohibited. I don't care if it's 120 degrees outside. You gotta wear a shirt. No tight pants either. Everyone wears baggies. You gotta be like a Jehovah's Witness. No tight pants. I had to go there. I'm sorry. You know I had to go there with the Jehovah's Witness on this video. Be like a Jehovah's Witness. Wear baggies. Okay? What should be the penalty if you are caught not wearing a shirt in public or wear a tank top? You're not wearing a tank top. What should be the penalty? I say castrate the men. Cut off their balls. Testicles. Cut them off. You offended me and you broke the law. Your testicles gotta go. You gotta cut them off. That'll teach you not to wear a tank top, not to wear a shirt, or not to wear any t-shirt, or for wearing a tank top, not to wear for wearing a tank top. You got to get your balls cut off. What about women? What's the punishment for a woman? Well, maybe they should not be allowed to reproduce. remove their ovaries. Remember equality. Okay? If we're going to remove the testicles for men for breaking the law, we got to remove the ovaries for women. Okay? I'm sure a lot of women are not going to fly with that. They ain't going to go with that. Hey, ladies, remember the word equality. That shouldn't be a problem for you women. You preach it all the time. Equality, equal pay, equal this. So equally, let's remove your ovaries if you break the PCCL law. Plus, I just solved the abortion issue. Yeah, since women can't produce, their ovaries have been surgically removed, they can't get pregnant. And if they can't get pregnant, they can't have an abortion. Look, I'm trying to please everyone, okay? I'm trying to please the anti-abortionists. Think about it, okay? And consequently, I just saved you ladies a lot of money. I saved you money. Think about this, okay? Okay, you can't get pregnant. You can't get pregnant, so therefore you can't have an abortion, huh? See? I'm looking out for you ladies. I'm looking out for you. I just saved you money. Be appreciative at least for once. God, be appreciative. Next, PCCL law. This is a big one. This next PCCL law is a big one. No holding hands in public. Even if your own kids, even with your own kids, you can hold hands, or a family member. No holding hands. If your child is young and they're running all over the place, put a leash on them so they can't get away from you. Some of you are already doing that. You're putting leashes on your kids. This shouldn't be a problem. Put a leash on your kids. I see it all the time, right? Don't you dare hold their hands. Okay, that's against the law. No holding hands in public. Also, holding hands is offensive for those who are single and they have no loved ones to hold their hands with. This is offensive, especially to individuals who are not dating. No holding hands in public. This is very offensive to someone who is single. And if you get caught, we cut off your hands. If you get caught holding hands. That's the end of your hand holding. That's the end of your hand holding. You cannot wipe your ass now when you take a crap. See what happens when you break the law? Okay? You want to think about that. If your hands get cut off, you can't wipe your ass when you take a crap. Don't do it. Do not hold someone's hand in public. Okay? What if somebody needs assistance in crossing the street? You know, like a blind person, visually impaired person. Freak them. Let them find a way to cross the street themselves. Freak that. Look, if you help one, then you got to help the next person, then you got to help the next person, and you have to help the next person. It's getting out of control. This is what happens when you help one person. It trickles down. It's out of control. No holding hands in public. Plus, some of these blind people get offended if you try to help them. They get offended. I'll cross the street myself. I don't need your help. Oh, you got it, ma'am. I mean, you. You got it, you. You got it. No physical contact in public. Also, if the person is dying in a hospital, if the person is dying like a family member, you can't hold their hands for support. A hospital is a public place. What if someone in the hospital saw that? Okay, they'll say something like, God, if I'm dying in my deathbed, I don't have a family member or a loved one to hold my hand for support. You see what happens when you help one person, or when you hold the person's hand who's sick? That person now is offended. Do that at home. Take the sick person, let them die at your house, not in the hospital. No holding hands anywhere, even in the hospital if someone needs support. Okay? Take your sick relatives home. Hold their hands there. Unbelievable. Incredible, these people. Also, no shaking someone's hand either, like in an interview. Shaking hands, some cultures find that offensive, you know? Shaking hands is offensive to certain culture. We don't want to offend those cultures too, do we? So stop it. I forgot which culture, the group, or I can't remember who is the culture that is offended from shaking hands. Google it. No touching in public, which leads me to the next PCCL law. No hugging in public. This is also offensive, especially to orphans that have no family members to hug. Look, let's say if an orphanage takes the orphans on a field trip, let's say the zoo, they're going to take the little orphans to the zoo, and they see you hugging your kid. You're going to offend the little ones, the little orphans, poor little orphans. They don't have a family member to hug, you know. You don't want to offend them too, do you, with hugging your kids? Okay, no hugging. Do your hugging at home. We don't want to see that crap in public. We don't want to see that. This is there's a disposable diaper called Huggies. Ban that diaper. That word is offensive. Huggies? What? No Huggies. Ban the product. Anyone caught hugging or using the word hug, whether in a verb form, hugging, will get their arms cut off. Your hugging days will be over if you are caught hugging someone in public. Even if you utter the word from your mouth, the word hug, you can't say that. That's even, and I don't care in which grammatical form. You can't use the word hug, hugging, hugs. Can't use it. That's one bad word that we have to put in the banned list. We got to remove that word from Webster's dictionary. Next PCCL law, and this is another big one. No kissing in public. No kissing humans. No kissing pets in public. Animals, stuffed animals. No kissing statues. No kissing mobile phones. If you're making a phone call, a video phone call, and you're gonna kiss the person on the phone, you can't do that. You better not kiss that phone. And no air kissing either. No air kiss. You know what an air kiss is? No! That's against the law. No air kissing. God, you people sicken me with your kissing. I can't wait for these laws to come out. You kissers are screwed. These laws are going to come out soon, and I can't wait till these laws come out. God, you kissers. God. The next PCCL law. The only color permitted in society is green. Since the color white offends people, also the color black is offensive. Rainbow color is also an offense to some people. Therefore, everything must be painted green. Green is the only color in society. That is the legal color. The White House? No. The greenhouse. Painted green. That's offensive. The Washington Monument? Green. Your cars, your house, the tires of the car? Green. Everything must be green. Black tires is offensive. Okay? They have to be green. Everything has to be green. See the shirt that I'm wearing? Green. Well, it's a mint green, but it's green. You got to make sure it's green. People must also color themselves green. You look too white. Green yourself. That's the phrase. Green yourself. You look too black. Green yourself. That's the phrase to remember. Green yourself. Green doesn't offend anyone. The Hulk is green. Isn't the Incredible Hulk green? The grass is green. American currency is green, right? Dark chocolate. Dark? No. Green chocolate. Dark green chocolate. We have the technology. I'm sure we can make dark chocolate green. We got to change that. That offends people. You got that? Okay. And also, if you grow red roses in your garden or any color, I'm going to shove it up your ass. Green roses. You got it? You got it? Everything must be green. Like the leaves in the trees, if you see any other, if I see you, with any other color, you're growing another color of roses or flowers, I'm going to call the social justice police and have you arrested. Okay? The community has to come together and report these evildoers. You have to report them. You can't keep your mouth shut. Okay? You can't keep your mouth shut. You got to report these non-green criminals. And if you don't report them, it's going to get out of control. And you too can get in trouble if you don't report these people. Green is the word. Is the word. Green is the word. Now, we're going to have a problem with semen. That seminal fluid secreted when you have an orgasm. Semen is white, if you didn't notice. Okay? That's offensive. Semen should be green. I got to talk to the pharmaceutical companies. Perhaps they can create a pill, a green pill, that can colorize semen green. Hey, if they can come up with a pill that gives you an erection, they can come up with a pill to colorize the semen as well. Okay? And your urine and your feces, your bowel movements, they all have to be green too. Okay? All right, enough with the green stuff. I think you got the point. Everything has to be green. The next PC law. Ooh, this is a big one. This is the next PCCL law. Abolish all music that contains sexual lyrics, music about romance, music that contains foul language, any, like I said, any sexual lyrics, violence is another one, etc. Plus musical rhythms and harmony that can cause sexual arousal. Like Donna Summers. I love to love you, baby. Oh, whoa, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. Ban that song. That's offensive. Get rid of that crap. Burn the vinyl, burn the 8-track cassettes, standard cassettes, CDs, MP3s, every audio format. Ban these songs. All music must be Sesame Street style. It has to be Sesame Street style. Like some of us are here. Ding, 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 ding. Some and none. I can't believe I remember that song. I remember that song from Sesame Street. It's good to know that you don't have Alzheimer's. I'm sure many of you wish I had Alzheimer's. Again, music about romance, sex, especially sex and romance. This offends those people who don't have anyone in their lives to enjoy sex and romance. Okay, this is offensive. We have to ban all music that includes all genres: rock, metal, rap, rhythm and blues. Oh my God, the rhythm and blues is screwed. The rhythm and blues genre is screwed because 90% of the songs, it's about sex. Okay? When I came home last night, give it to me, baby. What? Whoa, that's offensive. Get rid of that. Holy smokes. This also includes songs about specific gender. Okay? I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I can do it naturally. Whoa! No! That's offensive. Ban that song. Get rid of that song. How about James Brown? This is a man's world. This is a man's world. Whoa! Oh, God in heaven. I'm about to pass out. Sorry, Godfather of Soul, but your music is offensive to society now. Sorry, Whitney Houston, your music in this generation is now considered trash. It's got to go. Now, I'm going to get serious now. I'll get comical in a few. Okay? Now it's time to get serious. The next PCC law that I'm proposing: abolish all movies and TV shows that contain family values, including mom and dad shows who are living together with children, the same sex couples living together with children. You got to get rid of those shows too. Equality. Remember, if you do it to one group, you got to do it to the other social group as well. Again, family movies and TV shows is offensive to people who do not have a family. Abolish these shows and burn the videotapes, the DVDs, Blu-rays, all video formats got to go. Shows like The Brady Bunch. Oh, such an offensive show. A mom and a working dad with 6 kids and a female maid doing the cooking and housework. That is so offensive, full of sexism and misogyny. That show is sick. It's a sick show. How the hell did that show last 5 seasons? I have no idea. That is so offensive. What about My 3 Sons? What? 3 sons and no daughter? Where's the inclusivity? We got to get rid of these shows. Okay? This is offensive to a lot of people. To a lot of people who don't have family members, this is offensive. Also, we got to get rid of kissing and definitely the sex scenes. We got to get rid of the sex scenes. There goes the horror industry. The horror industry is going down the tubes. No sex scenes in a horror film. That's like shrimp fried rice without the shrimp. You got to have sex in a horror movie, right? In fact, the highest rating in movies should be PG. Movies that have ratings higher than a PG must be banned from society. Okay? They got to be banned. This is the last proposal, and many are not going to like this one. Okay? A lot of people are not going to like this. Some people will like it. A lot of people are not going to like it. Abolish all religion on the planet. What? Are you nuts, Andres? Abolish all religion? I was speaking with a Mormon at Starbucks. We were discussing these social problems in America and the nasty photo you saw in the beginning of the video. He freaked out when I said to him, we need to abolish all religion on the planet. He was like, are you nuts? That will never happen in America. And I said to him, oh, really? We're already doing it. God is out of the public schools, no praying in school, take down the 10 Commandments. That's offensive to a non-Christian religion. God is out of the court system. Get rid of the Bible and just raise your hand and swear. Religion exemption is out the window for vaccination. You can't even use religion exemption. Okay, let's take away the freedom of religion. You can't have a Bible at your work desk without offending someone. You can't display biblical scriptures at your work desk. It's already here. It's here. All that is needed is to close down the Christian and the non-Christian churches, including the Buddhist temples, the Jewish temples, the Kingdom Halls of Jehovah's Witnesses, which Russia already started with them. Okay, they closed down all the Kingdom Halls in Russia. The Islamic faith churches ban all religion worldwide, and that includes pagan religions as well. Get rid of all the temples and churches. Okay? Also, preaching any kind of gospel in the street should be against the law, whether it is the gospel of Jehovah's Witnesses, the gospel of Christ, the gospel of Muhammad, the gospel of Buddha. All preaching in the street will be against the law. Also ban books about religion, whether it is the Bible, the Quran, or the Book of Mormon, books written by pastors and ministers, apologetic books. That's got to go. This also includes pagan books as well. They all got to go. Think about it, folks. Think about it. If we get rid of religion, what happened at the Pride Day parade, you saw the photos, can be avoided going forward. These individuals will not be able to display a statue of or a photo of Jesus at a public parade or a public picnic, whether he's in women's garments or not. You can't display Jesus Christ in the public. In fact, all statues, including former presidents and any statues of a person, an animal, a statue of a dinosaur, all these statues have to be taken down. Someone can bow down and worship these statues. Let's avoid a new religion. That may get started, in our beautiful society. We don't want a new religion in our beautiful society. This is a secular society. We don't want God in our society. We do not want any object of worship. Do you understand this? It's going to make society a lot better. What do you think? Do you think this PCCL should be the law of the land on any country, at any country? I'm sure the leftists and the right-wing Republicans will all agree. Well, some will probably disagree. Some will probably say these laws are stupid and ludicrous. Hey, are you calling me stupid because I came up with these laws? You just offended me. These laws are stupid? Are you calling me stupid? See how society thinks? I suppose the law in the state of Alabama, where it is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church, is not stupid. That law is not stupid. That's a normal law. If you get rid of these churches, we can get rid of that stupid law in Alabama too. See how that works? Get rid of the church. All these problems are going to go away if we get rid of all these churches. We got to make society a secular society. I'm going to say a profound statement, and many are not going to agree with me. Some of you will agree with me. People are getting out of control, and they must be controlled. People are getting out of control, and they must be controlled. If they cannot control themselves and behave appropriately in society, we need order. We need a new world order. It's going to offend some people. That word offends. Oh, the new world order. That's offensive. A lot of people don't like that word. You don't like that title? So let's call it by the title that's on the American dollar. On the back of your American dollar bill, under the pyramid, are the words Novus Ordo Seclorum. New order of the ages. Sound good? Less offensive, right? New order of the ages. Like that? It has a ring to it, doesn't it? It got a nice ring to it. It ain't going to be nice when it gets here. Okay? Fact. It can happen overnight. We're feeling it a little bit. Okay? God is going to give mankind what they wanted since the beginning of time. A world without God. Boy, is mankind in for it. It may not happen in our lifetime. I hope it doesn't. But we are sure darn close to a secular society. Now, this was all humorous, right? These proposed laws, these PCCL laws, sounds humorous, doesn't it? Okay. What is not going to be humorous is when they are made into law. Some of you people are out of control, and you're gonna make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. Okay, the green. Okay, that green PCCL. I went overboard. Okay, making everything green. All right, that's. I went overboard on that one. Painting everything green. Careful. It could happen. This is a crazy planet that we're living in. You never know. Some people may say, that sounds like a good idea. Let's make everything green. You have people tattooing their entire bodies, their face, their eyeballs. Why not? Let's make everything green. Just tattoo yourself green. You're going to offend somebody. Did anyone see the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, and Wesley Snipes? If you haven't seen that movie, watch it. When you get a chance, watch it. It's a good action movie. I really enjoy that movie. In Demolition Man, there was a certain socialistic way citizens had to behave in society and privately in their homes as well. There were certain things you couldn't do in public, and even in the privacy of your home. You were not allowed to curse, aka use foul language anywhere, even in your own home. You actually received a citation if you cursed. Smoking was prohibited everywhere. Certain music was abolished. You can only listen to the music that the government deems as appropriate. Certain foods were banned. Physical sex was not allowed. It was prohibited. You had to use a virtual machine with your partner to have sex. You were not allowed to kiss in public. No physical contact. Sounds funny, right? By the way, that's how I got the PCCL law, the Demolition Man. I saw the movie and I said to myself, wow, that looks like a nice society, doesn't it? It looks like a nice society. Everything is in order. We have some of that already in our society. Okay? That Christmas song, Baby It's Cold Outside, is too rapey. It promotes rape. The woman wants to leave and the man keeps insisting that she stays. Baby, it's cold outside. That's rape. It's rapey. We need to ban that song from the radio. We need to ban the candy cane. The red of the candy cane represents the blood of Jesus. This is what some people think. Google it, man. I can't believe some people believe this. The red represents the blood of Christ, and the white represents his resurrection. The J shape represents his name, Jesus. That is offensive to the non-Christian religion. We have to ban candy canes. Kid you not. Kid you not. That is offending people, and we not only that, ban the American flag. Okay? That's offensive to people who were not natural-born citizens of America. Okay? They weren't born in this country, and you are offending them with the American flag. Get rid of that crap. It's offensive. There is a social war that is about to happen. There's a social war coming, and you better be ready. You better be ready. You know what? Forgive me, Lord. Sorry. Kiss my ass. You don't like the song? It offends you? Change the freaking channel. There are over 100,000 radio stations on the internet. You freaking idiot. Change the channel. Don't listen to the station if it offends you. You have 100,000 other choices. So quit your bitching. Change the freaking channel. You're pissed off at Gillette, okay, because of their woke commercial. Don't support them. Don't support them. Send them a message. Don't buy the razor blade. Buy another razor blade. I use Harry Truman's razor blades. Not that I'm plugging them on this video. I'm not plugging them on the... Well, I kind of am plugging them. The Truman blade is incredibly awesome. Better than Gillette's Mac 3. And it's cheaper. It's cheap. Well, I shouldn't use the word cheaper. Less expensive. Super less expensive. Awesome blade. In fact, I'm glad Gillette went woke. I thought there were only two companies that made razor blade, Bic and Gillette. Then I started to Google. You know what? I'm not going to support Gillette. I can't believe what they did. I started Googling razor blades that are similar to Gillette's Mac 3. Holy smokes. Forget about it. You get a whole bunch of razors. I tried 3 razor blades, and the best one by far is the Truman blade. Speaking of razor blade, man, do I got to shave? I'm going to be shaving soon. Every time I do videos, you watch some of my videos. I'm scruffy looking, the 5 o'clock shadow. I got to shave. Because Gillette going woke, I'm saving a lot of money. Mac 3 blades are expensive, man. Woo, they are expensive. I was not aware of the blades in the market. I didn't know. Speaking of Gillette woke commercial that totally portrays men, especially white men, they made men appear to be like a chauvinistic pig that are always catcalling women. That ad really pissed me off. That's why I don't use Gillette blades anymore. I don't support them. I don't patronize them. I boycott all their products, even their shaving cream. I boycott their products. One friend said to me, yo, Truman blades are made by a German company. Why are you supporting an international company? You should support your American company. I will not support, hear me out here, I will not support any company that insults, offends my fellow American citizens. I don't give a shit what company it is, American or an international company. You offend my American citizen, I will not support you. I'm not going to support your products. I'm not going to buy your products. I'm not going to watch your movies. You can forget it. Okay? Oh, man, I just cursed, didn't I? I get angry when I curse. I'm sorry. I just violated one of the PCCL laws. I should have my balls cut off. You offended my fellow citizens. I'm not going to support your company. Sorry. That's hypocrisy. Okay? I'm not a hypocrite. Not a hypocrite. I took a marketing advertising course back in college, back in the days. In my intro marketing class, I learned the topic features and benefits. The product has certain features, and how do the features, of the product benefits the consumer, right? Features and benefit. Features is the product, and how does it benefit the customer? In one of my class projects, I was to create a commercial about a product. I had to create a commercial, and you had 2 minutes to explain the features of your product and how it benefits the customer. You had to invent a product. Okay, I like this class. This was a fun class. This was about 30 years ago. I took this class. I remember that class very well. I got an A on that class. In fact, that was the only class I got an A. All the other courses I had B's and B minus. Gillette, if you're watching, you would have failed that marketing class, okay, with your 2-minute woke commercial. Failed. And by the way, that commercial wasn't a commercial. That was a woke public announcement. That had nothing to do with shaving blades. That had nothing to do. Okay, you failed. If you would have taken my marketing course, you would have failed miserably. Failed explaining the feature of your product. Failed explaining how those features benefits the consumer. Failed. Do you remember the old Gillette commercial? Double blade action for a smooth, clean shave. Double blade action for a smooth, clean shave. One sentence with 8 words describe the features and the benefits of the product and the benefits of the customer. Okay? Double blade action. That's the feature of the blade. The benefit, smooth, clean shave. That's basic advertising, folks, right there. That's basic advertising. Okay? What are they teaching today in advertising and marketing courses? I have no idea. What the heck are the millennials learning today in school? I have no idea. I'm glad I graduated back in the days. Okay? What are they teaching these people? How to piss off your customers with woke commercials? Is that what they're teaching people? Your employees, Gillette, your employees that work in the marketing and advertising department attended the wrong university. A waste of college funds. Gillette, you spent millions of dollars on an ad campaign. And again, it wasn't an ad campaign. That was a woke public announcement. It wasn't even a commercial. You pissed off your customer base, which were mainly men. You pissed them all off. The worst part is you didn't see a return on your investment. You lost money. Your sales declined. Bad business practice. Bad. I have a good idea for your employees. Find an old marketing and advertising book from the 1980s. Have your employees read it and do the exercises in the book, in the textbook. Let them do the exercises. They're going to learn a lot with those old marketing books. You know how to fix this woke culture that many are having an issue with, especially the woke entertainment? You know how to fix it? If Disney pissed you off, don't support them. Stop watching their movies and their TV shows. If a commercial ad pissed you off, don't support them. Don't support them. Okay, don't buy their products. If the Pride Day parade offended you, don't support them. Don't watch the parade on TV. If the ratings decline, sponsors will pull away and the networks will not give financial support. The networks will say, we can't broadcast your parade. It's not profitable. Watch how quickly these woke companies and the woke entertainment industry will change their narratives. They're going to change it. When the support is no longer there, investors will drop off. They will drop out. Their sponsors will disappear. They will awaken from their wokeness, and their stupid ideologies and narratives will quickly change. It will change. It's already hurting their pockets. They will soon realize, if they haven't already, going woke is making them broke. They're going to realize it. Some of them probably already do. They just won't admit it. I haven't been to the theater since The Last Jedi. Don't get me started with The Last Jedi. That's a 10-hour rant. I don't have time. Okay? I didn't see Solo, the Star Wars movie. I haven't seen it. I have no interest. I have no interest in these movies. The Last Jedi left a bad taste in my mouth. Bad taste. I can't get that taste out of my mouth. I tried Listerine. I tried Scope. I tried every mouthwash that's in the market. I can't get that taste out of my mouth. And definitely I will not see Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of the Skywalker. Not Skywalker. Skywalker. That movie's going to be woke, man. I feel a disturbance in the force. I feel it. I didn't see Captain Marvel, Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Most of these movies are on Netflix. I skip right over them. You offended me, okay? You made men look like pieces of crap, and women too, okay? They make women look like arrogant pieces of crap in these movies. They're horrible. These movies are horrible. I'm not going to the movies and spend money on movies that will make me cringe. No thanks, Disney. No thanks, Marvel. No thanks, 20th Century Fox, DreamWorks. I'm done with you, and so are many. A lot of people, you're feeling it now. The theaters are seriously getting emptier and emptier. Movie attendance is horrific. If you own stock in these movie studios, you need to see the writings on the wall. If you see the price of your stock going down, 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 sell that crap. I'm watching a lot of classic 1970s action movies that I missed out on. Oh man, many of them are so authentic. No CGI, car chase scenes look so real because they are. The dialogue is politically incorrect. The sarcasm is funny as hell. Let me tell you, you better start collecting these movies now because the studios are starting to edit out all these political incorrectness in these movies. They're getting rid of them. Okay, they're starting to edit now. In fact, Toy Story is about to get an edit. I read somewhere that a certain scene is going to get removed from Toy Story. I think it's Monsters, Inc. I can't remember. Google it. It's already happening, folks. They're already editing movies. They're taking out some scenes. Okay? You know when this wokeness began? You know when the wokeness began? Some people think it started around the year 2005, 2000, sometime in the 2000. Nope. As far as I can remember, it started in the 1950s with Elvis Presley and rock and roll. Rock and roll music was the music of the devil, and Elvis Presley was the Antichrist. Some parents didn't let their children listen to rock and roll, especially the Christian parents. That's the devil's music, okay? And Elvis dancing on stage, shaking his ass. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, riding no cat. Whoa! That's offensive. Oh, God, that is so sexist. He's the devil. Also, okay, time has progressed. Time is progressing now. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The clock is now ticking. Now we're in the 1970s. 1970, one of the most despicable events ever to happen in the 1970s. The birth of disco music. Oh, God, what an atrocity. The sexual revolution exploded because of disco music. More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? More, more, more. Whoa! That is disgusting. That's the way, I like it. Whoa! Offensive. That's got to be banned. Pornography was crossing over from underground and jumping to the mainstream arena because of disco. Blame it on disco for the popularity of porn. Movies like Deep Throat, The Devil in Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. Whoa! That's promoting adultery. Get rid of that. Ban disco music and R&B too. That's a horrible genre. R&B, a lot of sex in R&B music. I was a good boy in the 70s. I didn't watch any of these porn, Deep Throat and The Devil and Mrs. Jones. I was watching Star Wars. Okay, I was watching Star Wars. I was watching Princess Leia. I wasn't watching Linda Lovelace. I swear in the eyes of the leftists, may the leftists go blind if I am lying. And then time progressed. Time progressed. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Now we are in the 1980s. This is when it got a little wokey. It got a little wokey in the 1980s. TV networks were getting calls about cartoons being insensitive toward a particular group. Tom and Jerry, the Looney Tunes cartoons, there were certain scenes that offended African Americans, Japanese, Chinese. The networks had to edit out scenes from those cartoons that offended these groups. The wokeness is now beginning to take place. They began to edit cartoons. That's when it got started. The cartoons had to be edited out. Now look at where we at today. Welcome to the wokey culture, where anything can offend you. Welcome to the wokey culture. Let's talk about now gender swapping of Hollywoke movies. Hollywoke is gender swapping men's roles for female roles. We saw the female version of Ghostbusters 2016, Ocean's 8, Doctor Who, etc., etc. Now, I don't have a problem with gender swapping of Hollywoke movies. Okay, as long as that they are good movies. The movie has to be good. Swapping of gender, I have no problem, as long as the freaking movie is good. And if you call me a sexist because I didn't like Ghostbusters 2016, oh, cut off your balls. Don't you ever call me a sexist. I'll have your balls on a silver platter. I don't have a problem with this, okay? Female gentleman, fine, okay? Just make sure the freaking movie is good. What I do have a problem with is only movies being produced are female gender swap. When are we going to see male gender swapping films? We only got one, Overboard, which was horrible. That movie was horrible. God, that movie was horrible. Great. Remember the original with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's Overboard, the original Overboard. That was freaking great. Comedy, a great romance comedy. Great comedy. That was a good one. Hollywoke, when are we going to see more male gender swapping movies? Okay, when are we going to see a male version of Wonder Woman? Call it Wonder Man. Huh? Okay, when are we going to see that? I want to see that. I would pay to see that with my friends, man. I'll tell my friend, yo, let's go see Wonder Man. They'll probably shoot me. We're going to have to go drunk, high on marijuana. Ooh, did I say marijuana? Excuse me, medical cannabis. Medical cannabis. I'm sure that would be hysterical to watch. What about a male version of Single White Female? No! Single White Male. How about the First Wives Club? No! The First Husbands Club. The Stepford Wives. No! The Stepford Husbands. Fried green tomatoes. No! Fried green onions. That's a man's movie. When are we going to see this? I'm offended, Hollywoke. Where's the equality, Hollywoke? I don't freaking see it. Too many female gender swapping movies. I want to see more male gender swapping movies. You only gave us one. That's not enough. Okay? Here's another thing I hate. For some reason, people think in order to play a certain role in a movie or a TV show, the person who plays the role must be of that social status or nationality. For example, in order to play a gay role, you have to be gay in order to play the part well. If the role is a cop, you must have some kind of law enforcement background in order to play the part well. If the role is written for a disabled person, example, a blind person, you must find a blind person in order for that part to be played perfectly. What if the part calls for a Jedi? Huh? If the part calls for a Jedi, where the hell are you going to find a Jedi in this place, in this planet? Okay, I thought an actor or an actress portrays a character in a movie, in a TV show, in a performance. They portray a character in a performance. That's what they get paid for. That's the description of an actor or an actress. If I was an actor and they're looking for someone to play a homeless person, well, I can't play that. I'm not homeless. That sucks. You know who's the greatest actor on the planet? In my opinion, many will not agree with me. Al Pacino. Al Pacino can play anything. He can play a mob boss, a Cuban drug dealer, a blind person, a police officer, a gay person, the devil, a bank robber, football coach, a lawyer, a mayor, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay, that's a hell of an actor. He can play anything, and all his performances was like his first performance. Okay, the greatest actor on the planet. Okay, I would love to see him play a Sith Lord in a Star Wars movie. Oh my God, I would pay $1,000 to see that. Even if he sucked in the part, I would pay to see Al Pacino as a Sith Lord in Star Wars. Anyway, here's another thing, and I'm going to close with this. Many of you are not going to like this, and And what I'm gonna say, you're not gonna like it. If you hate it and you get offended, tough. Okay. I lost my bullet point. Holy smokes. Very sorry. Here we go. Aha. Like I said, you're not going to like this. If you hate or get offended because of some philosophy or some ideology, in a commercial or a movie or an offensive behavior in public by a particular group of individuals, a song offended you, whatever it is, if that offends you and you support that, you support the organization that has offended you, you still watch the movies, you still go to the movies and watch Disney film, and Disney offended you, you're a hypocrite. If you are supporting them, you're a hypocrite. I'm very sorry. You're worse than the actual people or the company that offended you. I'm sorry to tell you that. You know, you can bitch and complain all you want about Disney this and their wokeness, Marvel that, and their wokeness and virtue signaling. But yet you continue to support them by watching their films, buying their video games, watching their TV shows, purchasing their merchandises. Apparently, they didn't really offend you. They didn't offend you. And I understand many of you have YouTube channels and it's your livelihood. And some of you, it is the only source of income. I understand that. I understand it is the only source of income, and that puts food on your table for you and your family. I understand that. Okay. Let me give you some advice here. Let me give you one advice, just one. Only one. You want to continue making anti-woke videos? Fine. Do your anti-woke, be a hypocrite and support what offends you. By the way, some of you do not support the BS ideologies and their identity politics. Some of you folks are boycotting their products. Bravo. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Stand your ground. Be strong and look for alternative products. Support their competitors who are not woke. Don't support the bullshit. Okay? Be a Rosa Parks. Stay at your seat. Don't move. Be like the people who threw the tea in the Boston Harbor back in the 1700s. It was called the Boston Tea Party. For those of you who forgot history, that message that those people were saying at Boston back in the 1700s, you know what the message was? Take your tea tags and shove it up your candy culo. Stuff your tea tags up your candy ass, King George. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Boycott, it works, man. It freaking works. It sends a message. We are not supporting your BS anymore, man. If you're going to continue to produce anti-woke videos, do not make it your own source of income, okay? That's my advice to you. Don't make it your only livelihood, because one day it's all going to go away. It's all going to end. Certain countries are already blocking your videos and you're not going to get the clicks or views. Even you leftists that have websites that offends the right, your site is going bye-bye too when the new social laws get here and they're enforced. Okay, they're coming. They're actually coming. Your ad revenue will decline. You need to find another source of income quickly. Okay, one day you're going to get up in the morning and your YouTube channel will be shut down due to the social laws that are coming. Your social pages will be gone. Your online commerce, online stores will all go away. Some of you are selling products that is offensive to the left. Okay, that's not going to be allowed. It's going to be outlawed because you're offending someone. Okay, these laws are coming. It's offensive. They're going to shut down your online store. Okay, make all the money you can now. Make all the money you can, because when the social laws get here, the party is over. Okay, censorship is getting worse and worse by the day. Certain YouTube channels are already getting shut down. Some are losing their Facebook pages. That's how it starts. It starts with one channel over here, shut down one channel over there, shut down this, shut down that, and then bang, they're all gone. It's gone. One night. It's like Thanos. When he snapped his fingers at the end of the movie, the final act of Infinity War. Remember when he snapped his finger and he killed half of the world's population? Okay, they all turned to dust. Okay, one day, your YouTube channel, your social media pages, your online store will all turn to dust. Somebody is going to snap their fingers. Someone is going to get pissed off, and your viewers, your subscribers, your followers are all going to see this.